Holy f***, that scared me. Ah! What is going on?
Chapter 1. An ambush to kill Brendan. Night in the woods, silence can be the scariest sound, because when it breaks, it means something is coming towards you. That's the moment you realize you can't hide, and running is impossible, just like it was for Brendan. Brendan Explores was the channel where he shared his adventures with viewers, but on March 17, 2025, a trip that was supposed to be a chill outing turned into a nightmare. He set out alone for a 4-day trip, and never imagined the first night would be one he'd never forget. A night full of terror and dread out in a remote area. It all started with a simple prep. Open-minded, he thought buying a few new pieces of gear meant he was ready. He figured his van would be safe, but was it really? He couldn't have predicted what lay ahead. Brendan headed down to the south of England.
So this, ladies and gents, is the little English countryside village of Penkridge. And just on the right there, with the queue outside it, is Jasper's. We're going to get the van in there. We're going to do it. We're going to do this.
He stopped along the way, but when night fell, he started looking for a place to camp. At first he picked a spot near a village in woodland, but when he got there, he realized the ground was muddy and totally unsuitable. It wasn't just the mud that made him uneasy. The place was thick with fog, so he had to change course. Right then he should have known the trip was cursed and turned back. He didn't. Darkness was settling in, and Brendan parked the van next to a water reservoir. It was cold and foggy, and then the rain started. The whole place felt tense and unsafe. After pacing around the van, he went back inside and shut the windows so no one could see in. But would that really keep him safe?
Horrible weather. Okay. Right. Okay. We're now level. We're home for the evening. Finally. What a job. What a job. That's where we are. Iceberg corner. Oakham. We are right on the edge of this reservoir here, which as for tonight, we can't see at all because it's pitch black. But we got our home for the evening. And we're in. And we're in. Oh. That was a rough drive. Oh, I'm knackered now. After using the leveling blocks, we're still not 100% level. I mean,
he cooked dinner and was trying to relax. Just as Brendan was settling down, something happened that sent his heart racing. Suddenly, a car's headlight swept across the van, and a man with a flashlight walked toward it. Then the car stopped on the other side of the road. Who was he and why was he there in that weather? As Brendan watched from behind the glass, he realized there was more than one person.
we've got a car outside. Just parked up looking at us, and somebody is coming towards the van with a head torch on. Someone's at the back of the van. What the hell is this person doing? He's just sat there. The headlight shining at the van. There was absolutely no reason why anyone should be down this road at this time of night unless they're camping. That's a car, not a van. Another car's just pulled up. A couple of blokes just stood round. What the hell are they doing? What was supposed to be a quiet spot.
The longer he waited, the worse it got. More cars rolled up after a few minutes, like they were waiting for something. Brendan had no idea what was going on, and it terrified him. Not only did more cars arrive, they kept moving closer to his van. Were they planning to surround him? Why were they getting so close? Their lights kept sweeping over his van. He was alone, surrounded in the dark by strangers, out in a non-residential area.
Someone else has bloody pulled in now. Why are they coming that close? This is weird. We've got another one turning up. What the hell?
He didn't know what would happen if he stayed even a few minutes longer, so he started the van and drove off fast.
Let's get the hell out of here. Way too many of them. Not enough of me. Oh. Look at them all, look. Look at them all. This here. This looks like what I saw on Park for Night.
Could they follow him? Had he accidentally driven into forbidden territory? Brendan drove without stopping, looking for somewhere he could feel safe. Even though the area seemed quiet, he still couldn't find any real peace.
Oh. Okay, spot number 2 for the evening. Not a bad little spot, this. No. No. I thought they'd follow me down here then. How shit would that have been? But no, I'm happy with this. This looks like a nice little spot. Right underneath a tree. Playground to the back of us. And no one else here. Nice and quiet. This I can live with.
Would you dare camp there, alone and unarmed? Brendan didn't take the risk. He fled and saved his life from people who might have hurt him. But in the next video, Jesco faces beings that aren't human, creatures you can't just run away from, and he lets them hurt him nearly to the point of death. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and leave a like. It really helps us out. We're just at the beginning of this journey, and your support is what keeps the darkness alive. Our next goal is 10,000 subscribers, and with your help, we'll bring you even higher quality and far more disturbing videos. Don't miss what's coming next. Chapter 2. The Haunted Village. Jessica was a YouTuber who explores haunted, terrifying places. The kind of places where even just hearing the stories is enough to make your skin crawl. Most of the time, these spots are backed only by old legends you can't really see. But on September 7, 2025, Jesco uploaded a video that proved all the legends about the haunted village of Billy Creek were real. This time, Jesco and his friend Chris went together to a remote place full of abandoned wooden religious houses, completely empty of life.
This isn't your ordinary Billy Creek Village video. Genuinely, we're just gonna try to sleep. I know it sounds crazy.
Try.
We're just gonna try to camp it out, survive the night, and call it a day. I can just tell you right now, just because we've been here for a few hours, it's not gonna be very easy at all. We have a thunderstorm coming very soon. They're saying it's gonna be very severe. I can only imagine that's gonna ramp some things up. So let me know if you guys think that you'd be able to survive in a haunted village like this, because we want to pick one of you and bring you along with us in a future video. So go crazy. I think that's about it. But honestly, guys, let's just roll the footage when we first got here and tried to sleep right away. Yes, we tried to sleep already. It didn't go to plan. So let's rewind the footage, show you what happened earlier on in the night. Take a look. All right, guys, this is home for the night. This right here is the governor's house inside of the Billy Creek Village that is reportedly haunted by the black-eyed demon. I'm gonna be sleeping in here tonight. This is one of the most terrifying houses, in my opinion, in the entire world. Some of the things that have happened that are attached to this house, that are attached to the entire property, as a matter of fact, because all of these buildings here have their own stories to tell.
It looked like the homes had been left behind decades ago, each one cluttered with strange old belongings. Nobody lived there, or maybe no one dared to. Night fell, and each of them chose a different house to spend the night in, alone. They already knew something weird was bound to happen. Rumors of people vanishing in the village had been around for years. But nothing could have prepared them for what was coming, the most terrifying night of their lives. From the moment they stepped inside, the strangeness began.
Check this door. I forgot which one, but one of the doors is locked, okay.
Information.
Hello? Oh my God! Oh my heart, oh my heart. Oh my God. There's the damn mannequin in the black dress. Oh, I look like a woman in a dress. That scared the shit out of me. I can't really see much in here. I see a bag on the chair. There's like the changing room thing in the back over there. Okay.
Bath mat.
What the that was inside the house. Information, seeking energy, bath mat. Roof. Yeah, I'm glad I have a roof over my head tonight because supposedly we're going to have one of the craziest thunderstorms all year here in Rockville, Indiana.
My name is Ruth.
Oh, you said Ruth. My name is Ruth. Here I am talking about a roof. Hello, Ruth. Name's Jazz.
Turn it.
Ghosties. I'm back. It's your
17.
Oh my God. Alright guys, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Is what I wish I could say. I'm actually trapped here tonight. You guys hit the like goal in the last video. What
Ruth
the?
is my first name.
Ruth is your first name? Okay. Ruth, name's Yasko. Hello?
Trap.
Trap? I'm technically trapped here tonight. That literally came from that room. That's the room I'm planning to sleep in because as you can see, there is a bed. Hello? Oh my goodness, that is so freaky. You guys have no idea.
My name is Ruth.
Hold on here. So it said, Ruth, my name is Ruth. Ruth is my first name. My name is Ruth. So we're clearly speaking to Ruth. Ruth, are you attached to this doll? Bag? Yeah, the bag's right there. Is there anything about the bag? Are you attached to that, maybe? Guys, I don't know how items could be attached to certain...
Spectral presence.
Spectral presences, maybe. Beats me. Anyways, I'm gonna try... Hold on. What the fuck?
Someone you know.
Someone you know. Ruth is someone I know. I don't know a Ruth, to be honest with you.
Slugs.
Slugs, were you shot? Man, I wonder if this piano works. Spirits, can you make this piano go off tonight? Can you do that for me? Okay, if the piano does go off tonight, I will actually shit myself because it doesn't work. Noted. Cool. So yeah, it's not much. It's not the biggest house. It's not like anything crazy, but we were out here for a convention. A lot of people came out here, met us. We met a lot of you wonderful people. We caught some pretty crazy things. One of the craziest things we caught over the weekend was that baby carriage right there moving on its own. There was maybe 15 of us in this room, and that thing was just rocking back and forth.
And this was only the beginning.
It sounds like there are footsteps in the room. Grace, can you show yourself? Can you give me any sort of sign to let me know you're here? Okay, well, here's worth a shot. Oh, Jesus! What the?
Hear my plea.
I hear you, I hear you. Okay, can you show yourself in the mirror at least? Anything? Oh my God, that's freaking me out. Sorry. I'm looking all over because I'm like, I'm wondering if there's any like pictures of Ruth or anything.
Jesco, still shaken, tried to lie down on one of the beds and sign off with his camera. Just then, out of the corner of his eye, he caught something.
Ah! What the f? What the f? What the fuck? Ah! What? Bro, something just like whispered in my ear. What the f? What the f? What the f? Okay, I gotta check this entire house because right now I'm like, okay, storage. Cool. Oh my gosh.
Even with everything happening, he left his camera running next to the bed, hoping if something strange went down, it'd be caught on tape. He just wanted to wake up early, meet Chris, and get out. But Jesco didn't know the night was far from over. He lay down, closed his eyes, and sometime past midnight a horrifying noise woke him. The front door had swung open, and nobody was there. A freezing wind rushed in. Jesco stepped outside to see who opened it, maybe Chris, but then he looked down. On the ground was something that shouldn't have been there. In that moment, the door slammed shut violently behind him.
This camera's rolling. You'll see it. But if not, I'll see you guys in the morning. And yeah, I don't know what else is gonna be in this video, but hopefully some good shit for you. Hopefully not for me though, cause yeah. Where's my phone? Oh, please tell me. Oh, there it is. Thank God. Ugh. Hello? Chris? Chris? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Fuck. Get the fuck on, dude. Oh, fuck, who cares? Yeah? What the f? Hold on, I'm getting my shoes. Oh, fuck's sake. What am I hearing right now? Oh my God. Okay, what is going on right now? Is it windy? Where did this even come from? Where would this even be? Maybe here? Does that look right? I'm trying to see if there's like footsteps in the... or footprints, sorry. Okay, see, the light in the church is on. It's starting to rain. Whoa! What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my God! You know what's crazy about all of this? Is I could literally see my footprints because I was outside. So if something was to come in, look, it's all wet. Oh, what the fuck is going on? Oh, it's me. It's me when I step. That's what it is. Holy fuck, that scared me. Ah! Fuck! What is going on, man? Oh my god, I can't take this shit. I can't take this shit.
Jesco couldn't take it anymore. Terror gripped his entire body. He bolted out of the house, desperate to escape the crashing atmosphere. He ran to Chris's place, but Chris had been dealing with his own nightmare. When he opened the door, his face was pale, his eyes wide with fear. He'd heard voices too, and Jesco's sudden arrival only terrified him more.
Oh my god. As you guys can see, the storm is picking up like crazy right now. Oh god. This house behind me is the Civil War house, aka the Black-Eyed Demon house. Very terrifying. Chris is actually sleeping in this house tonight. I slept here back in January. Survived the night, but it was absolutely terrifying. This is crazy. I'm trying to see. I see a light in that window, so I'm pretty sure Chris is there. Oh, there's a light. Chris? Yeah, it's me, bro. It's locked. It's me, I promise.
This scares the shit out of me.
Do you hear this shit?
Yeah, I've been dealing with it for a while now, bro. The thunder and rain is crazy. A lot of water that's coming off the roof is nuts.
Okay, so I know it's gonna sound crazy.
Chris had stayed on the first floor, trying to sleep, far from the strange noises upstairs. He had no idea what was moving around up there, but the sound of shifting objects never stopped. Together, they climbed the stairs. A mistake. They should have stayed away, that curiosity would cost them. No one knew who the belongings up there really belonged to. But after a few minutes, they discovered the source of the sounds Chris had been hearing all night.
Hello?
You sure about that?
I checked the house like 3 times, bro. There's nobody in here, I'm telling you. Unless you brought somebody. You hear? We hear you too.
We hear you too. Loud and clear.
What?
Jesus, that's
What?
stupid little
Oh,
Aware
bitch.
of your presence.
they got me earlier too. It's okay. Dude,
Can you take this for a second?
that's probably the most scared I've been tonight. You just scared the
I'm
fuck
so
out
sorry.
of me.
My heart's like beating on my chest. You stupid.
Electronic.
You stupid clanker.
Yeah, that worked.
You good?
This actually probably the most scared I've been tonight.
What is that?
What is that?
Sounds like footsteps. There's somebody up here. Is there somebody up here? Watch your head.
In a tormented state.
Yeah, I said some words about that. That one. It was one of the walls. There was another one over there I found. It was that sound. Clear as day. It was rolling down a phantom highway. That's what I would woke up to. So fun and exciting.
Gosh, this place is.
Danica.
Danica?
Thank you, Patrick.
Danica Patrick?
Wish he was here.
Anyways. Oh, Ben!
Yeah, I patted him on the head earlier. He's doing well.
Yeah, I think you deserve a little pat. A little rub.
I am wounded.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
So.
Jesco eventually returned to his chosen house. He forced himself to lie back down on the bed, squeezing his eyes shut. But once again, the strangeness returned.
What the fuck? Jesus. Jesus. Oh my God, my head.
At first, he didn't even notice the cradle rocking. But when he came back into the room, he realized how horrifying it was.
Okay, the door's closed. That's a good sign. Oh, I'm so fucking sick of this shit. You seeing this shit? Whatever the fuck I heard was loud. Loud enough to move that? Or was it me when I got up quick? It might have been me. I don't know, dude.
Jesco tried convincing himself it was all just coincidences, just so he could fall asleep again. But the night wasn't ending, it was getting worse. This time, the thing took another step closer.
Alright guys, I'm fucking done, dude. I'm gonna go sleep in the car or something. I'll go wake up Chris. I can't do this shit. I'm so fucking fed up. Guys, the fuck? Bro, my camera battery's on 5%.
Jesco couldn't stand it. He left again, knowing he could never close his eyes on that bed, because who knew what would happen the next time he slept? To kill time, he wandered into other houses, hoping dawn would come faster. But instead, things got darker. He stepped into one house that was definitely occupied.
That is so freaky. Okay. All right. Hey, look, we got some lighting in here. Let's lock ourselves in. Oh, there's another carriage. What is that thing?
When Jesco realized it, he actually tried to communicate with it. And that's when the thing revealed itself. Jesco dimmed the lights, sat down on a chair, and started speaking into the darkness.
Spears, I want to play a game. That was a little said again. I want to play a game called Hide and Clap. How this game works is I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to clap just like this, make a noise. I want you to go ahead and mimic that sound to let me know where you are. You ready? So I'm going to close my eyes and clap. I want you to mimic that, Spirits. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! What the what was that? That was right behind me. That was right behind me. That was right behind me. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. What the heck scared the shit out of me? How the fuck? Bro, this is insanity right now. Genuinely insane.
Eventually, he left that house and went back to his bed. But this time, the camera, which it had been charging, suddenly shut off by itself in the middle of the night. At sunrise, Jesco and Chris left Billy Creek Village, trying to forget everything they'd just endured. But those events would haunt them forever. And nothing is scarier than actually capturing a creature on camera, one that's coming straight for you. In the next video, two YouTubers find out far too late what's been lurking around their tent, and what happens to them will break your heart. Chapter 3. The Terrifying Creature in the Night. On November 14, 2022, the YouTube channel Exploring with Fighters dropped one of the scariest videos in its history. They had planned a simple overnight camping trip to the infamous Epping Forest, a place known for bizarre occurrences and chilling legends. But none of those legends were as terrifying as Hangman's Hill. Locals claim that cars there mysteriously rolled uphill on their own. What the team didn't know was the bloody history tied to that place. And maybe, just maybe, when they forgot their tents and sleeping bags at the start of the trip, it wasn't just carelessness, it was the forest itself giving them a warning.
My God, I have messed up something rotten. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another camping video, but in utter disaster. We've just driven 3 hours south, only to then realise that I used this car to do a tip run only a few days ago. I never ever take my equipment out of the car, but I emptied the car and put my ground sheet on the bottom and did a big tip run. The skip, the tip, the trash, got rid of it all, and I didn't put the stuff back in the car.
Rushing, they bought new gear from a shop and headed toward the forest. The moon was full that night, a bad sign. Probably the worst night to camp in a haunted forest. The drive seemed normal, until suddenly, a loud crash shook the car. Something had slammed into them, like it was trying to stop them from going any further.
Oh, but yeah, let's have a look down here. It smashed the front. Yeah, look at that. It's broke the grill. Shattered the whole grill.
Oh no. Was that there before?
Yeah, that was I was wondering what the hell it was. There's quite a few like bits of feathers, like I don't know what it was. Oh look, what's that there? It's like a bit of gunk or something.
Oh,
And there.
they're likely an animal.
Yeah, looks like it might have been an animal. Check underneath here, make sure it's not in there. No. Well, oh, you know what? It's never ending.
But they ignored every warning and pushed forward, a choice they'd regret by the end of the night. When they reached their first destination, Hangman's Hill, they nervously stopped the car and let it roll. And sure enough, and possibly, the car slid backward, climbing uphill as if some unseen force was dragging it. That was the first real sign of the horror waiting for them.
Neutral. Stop the car. No, we're rolling backwards.
Oh.
Right, we're rolling backwards.
Right.
It's not this bit. the pin takes me directly here, so
Right.
let's stop here. Are you ready?
Right, let's go for this.
Neutral.
Ready? No.
We're going backwards.
We're going backwards.
Where the hell is it?
Finally, they made it to their campsite, right beside an old church and a cemetery. That cemetery was said to hold the bodies of cult victims from satanic rituals performed in the forest. The air was thick with damp soil and decay, heavy enough to choke on. Deer and foxes roamed the area, and the group kept in mind the possibility of animal attacks.
Look at that. That's creepy.
Well, if we go around the back of the church and camp in the forest there,
Yeah.
we can have a fire because we're not on the graveyard. We're in the forest.
Is that noise?
Yeah, what the hell was that?
That wasn't a normal fox noise. Could have been out.
It could have been, but it doesn't sound like an alpha fox.
Right, come on, let's grab our stuff and set camp. It's getting cold already, so let's.
Right through the.
But even with that in mind, they set up camp, lit 2 fires, cooked food, and laughed about old adventures. It felt safe for a moment, but it was a trap. Chris cut his hand while preparing food, blood dripping onto the steak. It was as if the forest had taken its first victim, and it was only the beginning.
No, I found it in my bag. Doubt it's going to cover it, but I'm going to put it over anyway, just to give us a little bit of camouflage. Right, so we've got the tent set up. What we're going to do is I set 2 little fires. So this one is going to be our main warm fire. Let me turn this down a little bit. It's going to be our main warm fire. This one is actually going to be our cooking fire. So I'm going to let that die out, and I'll put what?
You've got 2 fires?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm explaining. That one is going to be the cooking fire. So when that's died out and it's just embers, we'll put the pans on that, and this is going to be our warm fire. So doing it a little bit different this time. And yeah, it's, even though we've got fires, still very stealth. We are in the middle of nowhere, but people do lurk around in Epping Forest.
Darkness swallowed the forest. Silence fell heavy, broken only by the sound of crickets. They tried to enjoy the night, but the feeling that something or someone was watching them from the shadows was suffocating. They glanced around, but nothing was visible.
2 years ago. Right, anyway, I'm going to grab a quick drink.
Yeah. Dr. Pepper.
No. What was that weird noise? It just sounded like something way in the distance, but in the woods.
Oh, yeah.
Almost like a thump. Like a
Yeah.
thumping hollow sound. It's just the weird woods. That's what it is.
I kind of feel better in this tent, though.
No, I do. You know what? I feel safer in this big tent.
The other tents, you don't, do you?
No.
Like, this is security, this.
The silence grew unbearable, until a blood-curdling scream tore through the night. They could only pray it was an animal. Deep down, though, they knew their fate was uncertain.
I hope it's a fox. Sound like a scream.
The fox said.
Screams.
Stop now. Some weird noises.
Yeah. The only thing I'm worried about is cooking the food in here.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
They rushed into the tent, eating with hearts pounding, every second waiting for that scream or whatever made it to come closer. Time dragged on. Then it happened. Something slammed against the tent violently as if trying to tear its way inside. Their fear was paralyzing. Moments later, they heard heavy footsteps circling around them. They weren't alone.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Right, which one was mine?
Well, so good.
This side.
Yours is the like lumpy mess one.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah?
It's still nice, though.
It's still nice. It's Angus cut.
Yeah, but you made it sound terrible.
It's only terrible because it was doused in your blood. Right, should we zip? It's getting cold. Should we zip the tent up?
I think we should now finish this off.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of this steak.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. It is pretty damn good. Do you like the broccoli?
We'll try some now. I've never actually tried it.
It makes it all worthwhile. All the hard work that went into it. Oh!
Oh, yeah.
There was only one way to know what they were facing. One of them gathered his courage, unzipped the tent, and peeked out. He had to be ready for anything, an animal, a criminal, or something worse.
So I've got a CCTV camera up there. It might go in on there. I put it up there because last time we got a fox on camera walking around the tents. So I wanted to see if we capture any animals walking around. But whatever that was, it smashed the side of the tent. Yeah. But it could have legit footsteps. At first I thought, hold on, it could be like a branch falling off the tree, right? Mm. But the way it smacked the side of the tent, but then the footsteps, but then it could have been an animal. I'll have to check that CCTV footage.
How soon can you check it?
Tomorrow morning when we get back to the hotel.
Whatever it is, I think it's gone.
No, I reckon we turn the lights out.
Yeah.
And just sit in silence for a bit in the dark. Leave the fire on.
Yeah.
The fire's on like quite low.
But the real truth came later when they reviewed the footage from a camera they'd left outside. That's when they froze in shock. Someone was out there. A tall shadow stood just a few feet away from their tent, lurking in the dark trees. The figure was clearly human-shaped, but its face was hidden. After a few moments, it stepped back into the forest, disappearing from view.
So when something's triggered on the camera, it takes about 2 or 3 second delay, so I didn't actually catch whatever was thrown at the tent. But check this out, I did see this. In the bottom right corner, something comes into the frame. There was definitely someone there, and it looks like they just take a look what was going on. And as Flex pops his head out to take a look, they dart off into the darkness.
They barely made it through the night. So, what do you think? Was that figure someone who wanted to harm them? Or just a random passerby out for a midnight walk in a haunted forest? Yeah, I don't think so either. Share your thoughts with us. Chapter 4. Never leave the door open. Trent was never the type to be scared of the dark or the forest. Most nights he was glued to his van, gaming for hours, barely noticing what was happening around him. But this night was different. He was terrified. It was late, and he had parked his van deep inside a national forest before sunset.
And let the world burn. Just like that, baby. Yeah! Let it build up. Be patient, okay? Making a fire takes patience. Give it a little blow. Try not to burn your luscious locks. And then as you start building up more and more coals, you can start throwing some bigger sticks on.
But as darkness fell, a strange feeling crawled over him. A heavy silence. A kind of fear that, in that lonely forest, actually made sense. To shake it off, he decided to take a short walk and get a sense of where he was. But time was slipping away. The forest grew darker by the minute. Trent couldn't have picked a worse time. With only his flashlight cutting through the shadows, he'd pushed deeper into the trees. That's when he saw it. Out of nowhere, an old recliner, just sitting there in the middle of the forest.
What's that? Okay, that looks weird. Okay, that's not creepy at all. Why is there a random recliner in the middle of the woods? Okay, there was just a weird humming that I heard.
His pulse spiked. But he told himself it was probably left behind by another camper. That thought calmed him, enough to leave it behind and walk away. Big mistake. A little further on, he stumbled across neatly stacked firewood left by a tree. Almost like someone had prepared it for him. Was someone else here, watching? Still, Trent didn't think twice. He grabbed the wood and headed back to his van.
Look at what we got here. Dude, this is it. Now the question is, with both of my hands full, how do I get the wood to my campsite? Okay, we're gonna have to do this all weird and stuff. God dang it. I was gone for too long and the fire went out. Frick! Millie.
Trying to distract himself, he started talking to the camera, sharing one of his past scary experiences, a night in the Nevada desert when he heard footsteps circling his van. Back then, he survived, but now, as he cooked his dinner, that same fear crept back. Suddenly, he froze and snapped his head toward the window.
And I'm like, what the frick? There's someone outside my van. And I'm literally thinking like all the worst possible scenarios that could happen from this. And then it gets quiet and the rustling and tussling stops. And it was like a horror movie. It was like, okay, something's about to happen. I don't know what it is, but I'm on edge. I'm not ready for it. Whatever it is, something's about to happen and I'm freaking spooked. And it stays quiet for a second and I'm like, okay, they didn't walk away, whatever it was, because I didn't hear them walk away. The steps just stopped. So immediately I thought, you know, what if they're staring at me through the freaking windows and I have no idea? Because if you look through this window right here, that's behind me, as you can tell, you can't see out at night, but people outside can see in at night, which is really freaking creepy. And I kept imagining a face just pressing up against the window, looking at me, laying in bed, and that just gave me chills down my spine. And it's still quiet, I don't hear anything, and then all of a sudden, being by yourself, you start thinking about like the worst possible scenarios. You start hearing things that aren't there. You start seeing things that aren't there. Like even right now, if I looked deep into these woods, like I can see like a silhouette of a person if I really wanted to.
Something was out there. He stepped outside, determined to see who or what it was. Maybe the owner of that chair, or the one who left the firewood.
I just heard something outside. Hello? Hello?
But no answer came. Back inside, Trent made a critical mistake. He left the van door open. That's when it hit. A loud, violent slam shook the van, jolting the camera and rattling the lights outside.
Just come on in. Oh! Whoa! Oh. I don't know what just happened, but the camera just fell. Okay, is it freaking haunted or something here?
But when he looked, nothing, no one, just the still, suffocating forest. For a while, nothing else happened. So Trent, brave as ever, pushed the fear aside and sat down to eat his meal. But the truth was clear. These weren't accidents. Something unnatural was lurking just beyond the tree line. Watching him, testing him. Trent was fearless. But the creature wasn't scared of him either. It lingered in the dark, waiting until it finally slipped back into the shadows. So what do you think? If it were you, what would you have done? Do you think these things were just coincidence, or something else? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Now let's move on to the next story, where the creatures don't stay hidden. They show themselves, and the horror becomes inescapable. Chapter 5. The Haunted Dolls. This video was uploaded to the CJ Faison channel on March 22, 2024. CJ Faison and Chelsea are known for their creepy, mysterious adventures, but this time, they stepped into one of the scariest experiences of their lives. That night, they set out to explore what many call the most haunted place in America, an abandoned farm in Delaware. A cursed, desolate property where dread seemed to hang in the air.
Welcome back to the channel. It's your favorite idiot, CJ Faison, and none other than the beautiful Chelsea here along with me tonight. We are back in Delaware, and we're at our house in Delaware right now. now, but we're headed to the farm tonight. Now, why are we headed to the farm? Well, Chelsea she's been getting all of the shipments of haunted dolls that you all have shipped in religiously. There's probably how many dolls at the office?
Before arriving, they brought with them a handful of dolls people had given them, claiming they were haunted. Right from the start, just seeing those dolls gave off a chilling vibe.
The dolls are in the back seat. Are you willing, just come over here, are you willing to go inside right now with the GoPro and explore the whole house? 10 minutes. You don't know if you can? Why are there flowers growing?
Darkness swallowed the farm as they pulled in. Silence so heavy, it was as if even the air had stopped breathing. Only their footsteps echoed in the night. Then, from inside the farmhouse, a noise. Both CJ and Chelsea froze, their eyes locked. Something was inside. They crept toward the main house. Just as they reached the door, a massive eagle burst from a nearby building, screeching overhead with a violent flap of wings. The sudden blast of sound sent them both screaming.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did. Honestly, it sounded like it came from inside of this building right here.
So you might have just unsold me.
Oh boy.
I don't even know what it sounded like.
You go first.
Okay. It's open. Yeah. It's locked.
Huh? Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! That bird! That was a goddamn eagle in there! That was a fucking eagle! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my
It literally almost flew in my hair. And then
It was like a dark guardian, warning them not to enter. But that wasn't the scariest thing they would face. Before stepping inside, they spotted a van parked next to the farmhouse. Peering in, they saw something bizarre. Abandoned dolls scattered inside. No clue who they belonged to.
What the f? Annabelle is in the van.
Finally, it was time. One had to go in while the other stayed outside. They couldn't risk both. Chelsea strapped on a head-mounted camera and volunteered. She couldn't have imagined what awaited her. Inside, the house reeked of mold and decay. Dust clung to every surface. She placed the dolls on the mantel, but the second she stepped away, one of them moved, slowly tipping and falling on its own.
Like, I mean, we don't have a choice now. You already got the GoPro on your head and it's running.
I can take it off.
I'm just saying, like,
I don't think I can go upstairs.
Babe, you got this.
The dolls, you, I don't know how Chris and Dylan have ever came here by themselves. Why aren't they with us tonight?
What the?
Be little guinea pigs.
It was as if the doll didn't want to be there. She pressed deeper into the dark halls. Then, a crash. Another doll had fallen from a shelf. One after another, they were being thrown down. Within minutes, Chelsea bolted out of the house, trembling, certain she wasn't alone in there.
Guys, I don't want to be in here. Not going in that room.
What was that?
The doll.
The doll?
Yeah.
Did it fall?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. All right. Shoo.
We're gonna go set her up. Okay. Okay. We're gonna put her up on the shelf somewhere. You like your little friends? She's got too big of a head. Okay. Ha.
Hey, babe.
What?
You can like talk and tell them how you're feeling and all that.
I am.
Okay.
Leave me alone.
Okay.
I do not know how anyone ever comes here. So creepy. I think this.
You alright?
Did you hear that?
What was that?
I don't know. I don't want to move.
What was that?
I don't know. Where are you?
I'm outside.
And you heard it?
Huh? What did you say?
Nothing.
I can't believe she's actually...
Just
She's
showing
up there
you that
alone.
there's
I'm actually
nobody
really
in
proud
there.
of her.
Okay.
What?
I'm done. That thing just moved in the living room.
Huh?
Something just moved in the living room.
What do you mean?
Something moved. Like a crashing noise. I'm done. I'm not gonna be in here by myself.
Well, we're gonna spend the night, but it's not like a... You're not spending the night alone. I'm with you.
Inside, something like rustled. It sounded like newspapers.
What was the noise upstairs? What did you hear down here, though?
It sounded like books, and then I came down here and it sounded like newspapers. Like rustling.
But CJ wasn't ready to give up. They had to last the night. As they debated, it suddenly felt like someone was pulling the door handle, trying to lock them inside. That couldn't just happen on its own.
What the fuck? That was the door. Here, let me see your light. Let me see your light. The door thing just came out.
It's never done that before, though.
No, we have the setting to where it does not self-lock it. The only way it does that is if you do this right here. Because listen, I heard the beep first.
Back inside, as they placed the dolls on the shelves again, a whistling sound drifted from outside. Was it a bird? A person? Or something worse?
What the hell is that? It almost sounds like those barn doors out there, like opening and closing. Like, no one was out there though, we were just out there.
I think so.
It's like perfect, like perfectly in tune.
The sound grew louder, rattling them to their core. Someone or something was definitely out there. Still, they pushed upstairs. Each time they reached the room where the noise came from, silence swallowed everything again. It was like the house itself was playing with them, a twisted game.
When you came up here, there was no one up here or anything?
No. Because I looked around after that last bang, because I thought more like book smell, but it was nothing.
Like, this sounds more or less like
Outside, kind of.
outside but inside. It's like brutally warm up here.
It's so warm.
the same sound from earlier. You can't see anything out there. That's the same sound I heard earlier.
Look at all these flies. These massive dead flies.
Move your light. There's that noise again.
Same noise.
It's like that whistling.
My nose is like, I feel like it's like bleeding, but it's just like, it's not even cold. I'm not trying to like be, like, I'm not trying to weird you out right now, but like, I don't even know how I feel right now about all of this. This is just weird. Weird. Oops.
You see on the furniture.
That would be a perfect place for someone to hide. This is all weird.
Do you want to play hide and go seek?
Let's do it. How about you?
We need more friends here for that.
I know. Where's Chris and Dylan, Sonny? Call him right now. Alright, so here's my plan of attack.
What the fuck?
What was that?
That's what I heard earlier, like that rustle. Sounds like more birds or something.
Later, they circled back to the van and grabbed one of the abandoned dolls, dragging it into the house. Legend said the more haunted dolls inside, the more activity you'd witness. They wanted to test it.
I don't know, unless for whatever reason Chris put her in here, but I can't see Annabelle teleporting through a house and 2 doors to land in the back of the Japan van. Alright, you grab her this time, or should I?
I can take her. She might be my friend.
She might be your friend? Oh, that's cute. Y'all look alike. I'm kidding. Please don't kill me. Either of you. What the hell was that?
CJ mocked the curse, even knocking a doll to the floor. But the house responded instantly. A loud bang upstairs. They rushed up, only to hear the whistle again, this time from downstairs. They sprinted back, but when they got there, the doll was back on the chair. Neither of them had been downstairs to move it.
Holy shit! You gotta go, you little asshole. Every time. I know this is like what we need, what we want, this is like good, but like, come on.
Why do you gotta kick her?
I don't think it's a her. I think it's someone who's taken over her body. Like it's actual, like legit evil. That noise was up here, by the way.
No, I'm not. It's outside.
Huh?
I think it's over here.
See, you heard it there. I heard it upstairs, but it also sounded like it was in the kitchen too.
Like echoed everywhere.
Annabelle, make another noise. Let us know you're here. Or not. That's that whistle.
And whistle again. We were in the doll's room and that whistle was going on before.
Pat. What do you need, a Pat? Did you put Annabelle back up there?
That was the breaking point for Chelsea. Coincidence? Illusion? No, this was real. Terrifyingly real. Shaking, she begged to leave. CJ calmed her, convincing her to stay the night together. They set out their bedding, trying to sleep. But peace didn't last. The walls began to pound as if fists were slamming from every side.
What the fuck was that? What was that? Did you hear that? You 100% heard something, right? Yeah. Get your phone out and start recording. Because I don't know if that camera is recording or not.
Listen,
What?
I'm just about that.
They grabbed their cameras, searching the house. Upstairs, CJ froze. Every single doll had fallen from the shelf. And then Chelsea screamed. A scream so raw it shattered the moment.
Oh! Babe! Babe! What?
Something's broken there. I'm done. Go get your hat. I'm out.
What was
I
that?
don't know.
Did you get that on camera by chance?
I don't know. I'm good. Let's go. I'm gonna take my little sleeping bag.
What the fuck?
That was it. They ran, sprinting out of the house, never once looking back. What was meant to be just another adventure turned into a nightmare they'd never forget.
Is there any way I can convince you to stay? You sure? But like this is like when you're supposed to stay when you're getting like good activity.
You can stay. I'll come back for you.
No. I'm not saying like that. No, like.
And in the next video, it gets worse. A cursed figure calls your name from deep within the forest. Do you run? Or do you stay? For Giaz, there was no easy answer. Stay and risk death. Leave and never uncover the truth. Chapter 6. The Shadow of Death. Gaz, the guy behind the channel, Grizzly Gaz, had uploaded tons of camping videos out in the wild, so many that he started to believe he was brave enough to face anything the forest could throw at him. But in the video he dropped on February 26, 2023, he got so terrified that his viewers were genuinely worried about him and about how safe camping really was for him. His plan? To spend one night in a deserted, cursed forest. What he didn't know was that this night would turn into one filled with dread and pure horror. As Gaz slowly made his way deeper, he crossed into a place he never should have stepped foot, in the territory of a woman who had taken her own life there long ago. Locals say the spirit of the Lady in White haunted those woods.
The Lady in White is supposed to haunt this location. It's an old dismantled railway, and apparently the lady who lived at the farm up on top of this hill, she hung herself down here. Now this is going back into the 1800s, I think it was. Let me get over this big tree trunk.
But was that just a creepy campfire story to scare people off? Or was it a grim reality waiting for Gaz himself? He swore he could feel the heaviness in the air, the sorrow pressing down on him. Wanting to test out some new gear and find a good spot to set up camp, he pushed deeper into the woods. He got ready for the night chopping wood, determined to start a fire. As the sun dipped below the trees, darkness swallowed the forest. Gaz spent some time with his dog, maybe hoping to grab a bit of peace before the night truly began. But little did he know peace wasn't even in the vocabulary of this place.
Look at that beauty. Gorgeous, isn't it? Anyway, got shelter set up. Nice camo tarp from One Wind. It's all One Wind actually, all this setup.
Once night fell, he set up his shelter. A cold wind rushed through the trees as he lit a small fire, just a faint glow against the endless black. He made himself some dinner and sat in the dark. That's when the silence shattered. Strange noises began creeping through the night. At first, just faint and unclear, but slowly, they grew sharper. Gaz tried to convince himself he was imagining things, but then, he heard it. It was the sound of a woman crying. Every hair on his body stood on end. Could it really be her, the lady in white, coming for him? He called out nervously, but got nothing back. The fear gripped him hard. He didn't know where the sound was coming from, but he knew he wasn't alone anymore.
Hello? Tap.
He grabbed his flashlight and searched the woods around him, heart pounding, half expecting anything to jump out at him. A woman? A wild animal? He didn't know which would be worse.
Hello? Even our friends will heard that. Got myself a bit of light. Hello? Sounded like it was coming from over here. Alright, mate. Am I hearing things or what? That sounded like a woman crying. Whew. Got goosebumps and everything.
Eventually, he went back to his tent and sat in silence. But he knew he couldn't just ignore this. Sure enough, the quiet didn't last long. This time, a moan-like sound came from right beside his tent. He jumped up faster than before, panic rushing through him.
Nope. 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 Hello? 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 Hello?
When he finally crawled back into his tent, Gaz had made up his mind. He wasn't staying here. He packed his gear faster than he ever had in his life.
Oh, don't get tangled now. Come on.
But the nightmare wasn't done with him yet. As he scrambled to pack, another sound echoed through the woods. And this time, it was clear not an animal. Something else. That was the final push. He was leaving. Gaz sprinted toward his truck in sheer terror, convinced the cursed woman didn't want him there. He just hoped he could get out before she got angrier. But then, he saw them. A pair of glowing eyes watching him from between the trees.
Still hear it. Absolutely bobbed me pants then.
That fear? It might have saved his life. Because if he'd stayed, who knows what horror would have happened to him. For once, the legends seemed real. And unlike other paranormal encounters where the spirits stay hidden this time, one of them wanted to be seen. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're just getting started, and your support means everything.
Do you dare to watch this video?